I've already discussed different types of headphones, but these are truly exceptional. They feature an open design, which means that when you wear them, you can still hear everything happening around you. While standard headphones block your ear canal, making it difficult or even impossible to hear your surroundings, these are more like miniature speakers that gently rest on your ears, offering not only comfort, but also a natural sound experience. More importantly, they don't limit your perception of surrounding sounds. In other words, you can have a conversation with another person and there's absolutely no need to take the headphones off your ears. In short, they have the potential to meet even the highest expectations, although the open design might not be for everyone. Stay tuned to learn more. This is Powell from the TechManiacHD channel. Let's get started. Headphones with an open design are also called open ear or open fit. The concept is quite simple. The headphones rest on the auricle, leaving the ear canals open, allowing you to stay in touch with the world, which is especially useful when running, cycling, or walking in urban environments where maintaining proper awareness is important. Open-ear headphones work on the principle of air conduction, which means that sound is delivered to your ears directly through the air, not through a closed ear canal. Inside the box, there is a metal case containing the headphones, a manual, a USB Type-C charging cable, and a black carabiner. The thick metal case makes it uncomfortable to carry in your pocket. A partial solution to this problem is to use the rubber loop at the top and the carabiner provided by the manufacturer. This way we can always have the headphones with us. You just need to attach the case to a belt loop on your pants, to your backpack, or to another part of your clothing. It won't slide out on its own, because to do that, we first have to press it and then pull it out. If this solution doesn't satisfy you, I'm happy to inform you that the manufacturer also included a second, additional fabric-covered case that's much slimmer just for the earphones. It's only a little thicker than a smartphone, which makes it much more comfortable to carry in your pocket. It also has its own, but smaller, carabiner, so you can attach it as well, and you don't have to worry about the earphones falling out on their own. The lid is magnetic, and inside there are rubber loops that provide extra security. Contrary to appearances, putting the earphones into this smaller case or taking them out is not a problem at all. The earphones we're discussing today are available in 3 color versions. Black is the standard, but there are also white ones in which the shiny hinge is gold colored. The orange version also has a gold accent in the same spot. In the black and white versions, the ear hook is entirely the same color. Meanwhile, the tip of the orange version subtly changes to a lighter shade. The design, though simple, is truly clever. The wide range of adjustment deserves praise here, as it allows the headphones to fit almost any user perfectly. If your ear is smaller, the silver hinge allows you to position the headphone higher. If it's larger, you can place it lower. The ear hook can also be adjusted horizontally. Each of us has ears that stick out more or less. Open Rock X allows for up to a 45-degree tilt, making it easy to find the perfect position for yourself. Honestly, I have to say that the headphones are so comfortable that you can wear them from morning till evening. This is something that most other models don't offer. In the case of in-ear headphones, even with properly fitted silicone tips, many people complain about discomfort or even pain inside the ear canal. After all, we have something pushed inside there. The ear canal becomes moist, especially during physical activity, which leads to additional discomfort. Nothing like that happens here. The hook located behind the ear is comfortable, and even if after a few hours we want to change something, we can lift the headphones, exposing our ear canal. As you can guess, headphones with a hook are probably the best choice for people who do sports. They offer maximum protection against loss. It doesn't matter if you're running or riding a bike down the stairs, such jumps and vibrations can knock in-ear headphones out of your ear, and good luck finding them afterwards. Even in such an extreme situation, the chance of headphones with an ear hook falling off is close to 0. The downside of this solution is that people who wear glasses might feel some discomfort having an extra hook behind their ear. The type of glasses and thickness behind the ear greatly influence the outcome. I tested these headphones with sunglasses and personally I didn't feel any discomfort. Nevertheless, it's something I'd like to draw your attention to. It's similar with headwear. In my case, a baseball cap doesn't even come close to the clip, but for people whose cap sits deeper, they might feel that one overlaps with the other. A loose winter hat brings the headphones slightly closer to the ear, but it doesn't cause any discomfort. Like I said, it's a loose hat. If your winter hat squeezes your head tightly, it might get uncomfortable in the long run. You already know how the headphones are built. However, I haven't said anything yet about the button placed on each of the headphones. It sticks out about 1 millimeter, which makes it easy to find. It also gives a noticeable click. A single click pauses or resumes the track. When there's an incoming call, it lets you answer the call. During a call, it hangs up. A double click skips to the next track or rejects incoming calls. A triple click skips to the previous track. Press and hold the left earbud to lower the volume or the right earbud to increase it. We'll talk more about the app later, but I can already tell you that it only allows you to change the function of the long press. Normally, I would consider such a limitation a drawback, but in this case, the controls set by the manufacturer are so intuitive that I don't see any need to make any changes. The manufacturer's claim of a 12-hour battery life on a single charge is surprisingly accurate and not exaggerated. This result almost completely matches my tests. At 70% volume, the right earbud turned off exactly after 11 hours and 50 minutes, while the left one lasted 20 minutes longer. The case extends the total operating time to 48 hours, and that's more than decent performance. When the battery level drops to 10%, you'll hear a low battery warning in the earbud. It plays exactly every 5 minutes, so it's not as annoying as in other designs where you might hear a similar message every few seconds. The last 10% is enough for about 30 minutes of operation. The battery lasts a really long time, but of course, fast charging is also included. Putting the earbuds in the case for just 5 minutes extends their operating time by an hour and a half. In this product class, a durability certificate, in this case ingress protection marking, 5 is absolutely standard. So the earbuds are not afraid of sweat, dust or even sand. Rinsing them under running water won't harm them, but this level of protection doesn't guard against immersion. Nevertheless, I decided to take a minimal risk and dragged them just below the surface of the pool water a few times. So what happened? Nothing bad happened to them, so I definitely consider this test passed. I assume that in the past you've often encountered Bluetooth headphones that would lose connection even when the phone was in your pocket. Here, with Bluetooth version 5.3, there absolutely shouldn't be any such problems. Well, even when I moved 50 meters away from the phone, the music played without any interruptions. At around 100 meters, the signal was still reaching the headphones, but it was breaking up a lot. Unfortunately, the headphones don't support high-res audio, so we have to settle for the advanced audio codec and SBC codecs here. However, there is multipoint, which is a big advantage that allows for easy switching between two devices. The latency is fine as long as your only concern is perfect audio synchronization with video content. When playing role-playing games, the latency didn't really bother me that much either, but with fast-paced titles, we'll miss having a gaming mode. On the other hand, what's more important is the sound quality. The dynamic drivers with a diameter of 14.2 millimeters offer excellent audio quality. We get not only decent low-end extension, but also fast and well-controlled bass. Vocals sound full and rich, instruments are clear, and the mid-range has a neutral sound. The high frequencies impress with their richness of detail and excellent extension. What's more, even at higher volume levels, the sound remains pleasant. It's neither harsh nor fatiguing. As for the volume itself, the headphones offer a sufficient level to provide a good audio experience even in moderately noisy environments. In terms of imaging and separation, OpenRock X are unrivaled in their class, offering a wide soundstage. The headphones excel during tests with different music genres. The clarity of the voice is top-notch, which will be appreciated by both podcast and movie enthusiasts. Moreover, the dynamic and energetic sound will be perfect during workouts. Each earbud has 2 mics. The lower captures your voice, while the upper reduces ambient noise. I'm currently indoors, and what you're hearing was recorded using the OpenRock X earbuds. The fan above me has been turned off, as well as the air conditioning. It's really quiet here. The only sounds you can hear come from the next room, where the balcony is open, and right here there's a street. Now for the extreme test, the wind is blowing, the waves are roaring. Even the best headset would have a really hard time in these conditions. Write in the comments below how OpenRock X performs in such conditions. While walking through less crowded streets, the call quality should be much better than on the beach. It's relatively quiet and pleasant here, although you can feel a gentle breeze. The localized app greets us with instructions that clearly explain how to use the headphones, how to control them, how to check the battery status without the app, and how to reset them to factory settings if needed. After adding the headphones to the app, it lets us check the battery level of each earbud and, which is less common, also the battery level of the case. Below, we can choose from 3 predefined sound modes. The 4th manual mode allows you to adjust the sound in 7 bands to your own preferences. Further down, we can enable the maximum volume limiter with 3 adjustable levels. Here we can also set a reminder for long wearing time or enable spatial sound. If you hear less well in one ear, you can also adjust the balance here. You can also activate automatic headphone shutdown here if you like to fall asleep with them on. The app also lets us change the volume of voice prompts, and it will help you find your lost headphones. If you've been watching closely so far, you know that these headphones really have a lot of advantages. These include long battery life, very good audio playback quality, multi-point connection, convenient controls, water resistance, an extra case, but above all, wearing comfort and no feeling of fatigue. The fact that they don't cut us off from our surroundings also matters, not only because we can easily have conversations with others, but also because they don't negatively affect our safety. Eliminating the risk of running straight in front of a truck is an undeniable advantage. Nevertheless, their greatest advantage is also their greatest drawback. The open design and the ability to hear everything around you is not always what we want. Using them in a noisy environment, such as on an airplane or a city bus, is not an ideal situation. They are great for running in the forest or in urban conditions. Unfortunately, on the beach we have to deal not only with the wind, but also with the sound of the waves. And as beautiful and relaxing as that sound may be, for people who run longer distances every day, that sound becomes unnecessary and the really nice views are enough. In such a scenario, they won't be the best choice. Analyzing all the pros and cons leads me to an obvious conclusion. OpenRock X is a great set. Although it's not without flaws, the advantages definitely outweigh them. For people who don't like in-ear headphones, and there are quite a lot of them, this design will be the perfect choice. I'm also led to these thoughts by the opinions of my sister and my mom, to whom I gave the headphones to test. Both ladies don't like in-ear headphones because they cause them discomfort during longer use. On the other hand, the OpenRock X set meets all their needs, and they definitely wouldn't mind having such a set. So, while preparing this material, I based it not only on my own subjective feelings, but also on the feedback I received from them. High quality comes with a higher price, and these headphones are not cheap. In the description below, I'll leave a link to Keneo, where you can check the current prices in Polish stores. At the time of making this video, prices range from 700 up to 1,200 zlotys. That's expensive. Most likely, the best option would be to buy directly from the manufacturer, and I've also left a link to them in the description. The headphones cost 699 zlotys there, but the manufacturer offered my viewers a discount. After entering the code TMHD, the purchase price will be reduced by 15%, which means it will be 594 zlotys and 15 groszy. And at that price, they're really worth buying. Share your opinion in the comments and let me know what you think about the OpenRock X headphones. If you like this material, leave a thumbs up and visit www.techmaniachd.pl where you'll find more similar content.